Hometown Sports Game of the Week. Major underwriting support this season for Hometown Sports Game of the Week on Access Sacramento is provided by the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission.
At last, the seasons have finally changed for student athletics in the Sac Joaquin section. We move indoors now, away from the cold, and it's going to be plenty warm on the hardwood as Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week is in South Sacramento tonight for our opening telecast of the prep basketball season. Welcome aboard. Along with Mike Johnson, I'm Will James, and we've got a nice, appealing matchup for you this evening. Division II, Laguna Creek at 12-3, taking on the host, Sheldon Huskies. They haven't played many games. They're only at 4-2, Mike, and that's quite a disparity. Usually you see probably double that at least.
You know, a lot of that's coaching philosophy, too. So some coaches want to get as many looks as they possibly can before they start league. Other coaches kind of hold back a little bit, afraid of injuries, want to make sure those girls are ready to go once league starts.
And the two clubs have some similarities. Visiting Laguna Creek has the first-year head coach. Brianna Rizzo has the helm now after that good nucleus transferred out via graduation, and a second-year coach, Wombler, in her second season guiding the Huskies, so they're still both putting it together as they move along.
Well, what I like to see, two young female coaches, and it's exciting to see that. Coach Wombler's come back from a season last year where she's starting to build her program up. And Coach Rizzo's got a bunch of girls that know how to win. I mean, that's all they've done the last 4 years. So she's trying to keep that tradition going at Laguna Creek.
Well, there's something else they have in common going into this game. And if we examine the first of our two last outings, tough outings for both of these coaches and ball clubs. We have here the matchup with Laguna Creek and Christian Brothers, and that snapped a 5-game winning streak.
You know, Christian Brothers is one of the top teams in the area. So, this was the championship game of the Christian Brother Holiday Tournament, a big matchup. And Laguna Creek kind of came at the wrong end of this one. But I'm sure Coach was happy with playing some top-level talent that night.
Well, the Falcons jumped all over them early with a 21-point first quarter to really take command, and the middle quarters for Laguna were bad news. 5 points and 7 points, never really quite recovered from that. Now, as far as the Huskies are concerned, they hit a wall themselves, and they ran into a tough ball club named McClatchy.
Well, and it's another situation. Sheldon goes up against another power here locally, the McClatchy Lions. They held Sheldon to the lowest points that they've scored all year. At McClatchy, Kane, Lewis, and Ruff combined for 60 of their 72. So, I mean, they have a three-headed dragon over there at McClatchy. And McClatchy led the entire time. So it's going to be interesting to see how Sheldon rebounds from that.
It will. Clear their heads and go again. Well, let's take a look at some of the impact players that are going to make their mark in tonight's contest. First of all, for Coach Rizzo and the Cardinals' big three.
Well, Alex Tan's going to shoot them up. Alex Tan's their big three-point shooter. She loves to shoot the ball, and you're going to see a lot of that tonight. Olivia and Jasmine have been here for years, and they've waited for this big senior season. Jasmine is one of the top players in our area right now.
That's a nice trio right there. Now, as far as the Huskies are concerned, they are not shy on star power either with the headliners they have.
Not at all, and it all starts with Jayla. Jayla's their top scorer. She averages about 16 points a game. But don't count out Aaliyah. Aaliyah's right there behind her. She's a tough basketball player, and all three of these girls have a lot of varsity experience.
And Coach Wambler really has the highest regard for Charlize, really considers her the backbone of the team as their tough post player. Well, that's the way this is shaking out right now here. Teams continuing to warm up, but soon enough they'll be called to the side and called to action in tonight's ball game. This is our season's opener here for the Hometown Sports Game of the Week for basketball. And we have some good things coming up that we'll share with you a little bit later down the road. Right now, however, we're going to get our places back and brace ourselves for the start of tonight's ball game. And at that time, we'll check out starting lineups and have the opening tip-off when we return.
Hello, I'm a sewer pipe, and there's a problem. We can see someone flush wipes down the drain, but that's going to cause a real problem. Paper products, even ones labeled as flushable, don't break down easily or at all. Pipes can clog and overflow, which results in a need for more monitoring, maintenance, and repairs. This requires higher operational costs paid by your sewer rates. With this in mind, remember to do the sewers a favor and trash the wipes, not the pipes. Learn more at sacsewer.com.
Have you ever seen a cockroach around your house? Cockroaches are now invading houses for shelter from the heat. Ways to combat roaches are to eliminate potential food, water, and shelter sources. Seal cracks and crevices around your home. Remove trash daily and keep lids closed on outdoor cans. Call a pest control company if cockroaches are in or around your house. Call your local stormwater utility if they are around storm drains. And call Sac Sewer if you see them around sewer manholes. Learn more at sacsewer.com.
Finally finished cleaning the bathroom.
Stop! Don't put that paper towel in there.
Why not?
Products such as wipes, rags, and yes, paper towels can cause serious problems for sewer systems.
What's the difference? Toilet paper always gets flushed.
Unlike toilet paper, other products don't break down as easily, meaning sewer systems can get clogged.
Oh.
Do the sewer systems a favor. Trash the wipes, not the pipes. Learn more at sacsewers.com.
Hello, I'm a sewer pipe, and there's a problem. We can see someone flush wipes down the drain.
Do you want to meet a family with a transgender kid? Here we are. Max loves to do backflips. Max loves to play his ukulele. Max loves to just be a kid and just be himself. When I found out I was pregnant, all I really wanted was a happy, healthy, whole child. And that's what I got. I think it's really important for people to know that trans kids don't have a political agenda. They are just kids. Like any parent, we love our kids unconditionally, and we will never stop fighting for them. Stand with us. Protect our families.
Our son Arjun was born with cystic fibrosis, a rare disease that shortens lives, but there's something you can do to help. Join us as we walk in great strides the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation's National Walk. Every year, thousands of people lace up to raise money and awareness for CF. The CF Foundation has made amazing progress, but we're not done yet. The biggest reason I strive? Because I want Arjun to live a full and happy life. Visit cff.org and sign up for our Great Strides Walk today. Lace up, walk, cure cure cystic fibrosis.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Nice to have you with us this evening here for Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week with Mike Johnson. I'm Will James, and we're looking forward to a good battle on the court tonight, visiting Laguna Creek, taking on host Sheldon High School. We mentioned it earlier, Mike, but we got two very young coaches, and not a lot of games under their belt, but each one of these is going to represent, another stepping stone. You build from one to the other, and I'm sure Tabitha learned a lot in her rookie season last year.
No, and she did, and this is the big prep for league. Both of these teams are going to go right into their league. Sheldon will be running into Delta, and Laguna into the Metro. So this is a good final prep for both of these squads.
It is. Rizzo coached 1 year at the JV level last year before getting this esteemed position. That's a nice one to hold, considering the wonderful success they've had the last 4 or 5 years. And Sheldon's always played above the mark. And Tabitha's ball club, 4-2 on the plus side after a tough season last year. So let's see how this goes tonight. Our game officials are going to be busy. And there's a sampling of the last meeting between those two squads, and we can touch on that a little bit later. So keeping things fair and square tonight, referee Tyrone Cohen, and he's working with umpire Smiley Glenn. Players getting squared away at center circle. Tap controlled by Sheldon, and they take it right to the bucket and miss a wild shot out of bounds to Laguna. It's easy to see why Coach Wampler feels that Miles is the backbone. She did a nice job on that center jump, Jeff.
She did. And she's got some height to her, too.
Howard tied up. However, possession arrow stays with the Cardinals. They'll inbound baseline right, and it'll be Howard to toss it in. Just underway here at Sheldon High School in tonight's Hometown Sports Game of the Week. Jay on the way, down. Well, a quick, deep deuce. Drive missed. Howard rebounds. Skip pass picked off. Turnover number 1. Take it strong and missed the layup. Tough luck on the drive that time. Ayala Evans got to the cup but couldn't finish. Open daylight shooting, air ball long. Good position there to retrieve that. Another chance for the Huskies. 3 in the key. Turnover. Each squad has one.
That's a call you don't see much anymore.
There's the cutter, Howard. And heavy traffic banked it home. 4-0 Laguna Creek.
Laguna's coming up with a little pressure now at the front.
Another turnover, and Coach Rizzo told us about the constant pressure, and they don't quit.
No, and they have a pretty deep bench too. So with that, they're able to put the pressure on, especially early.
From the corner, not this time. One and done. Shot and a miss. Everything from the outside except the one drive. Well, the Huskies taking the floor tonight for Tabitha Wambler. And they do have some Laguna Creek we're speaking of here. Nice lineup, and they have a big three, and they have good versatility in their scoring. Coming in at 13-5 on the season. Now for Sheldon, they've got a tough ball club there. Maybe not quite as deep, though, as Laguna Creek, but that's a sweet five with the centerpiece there being Patterson. But they all play. The Evans girls have the numbers, and so does their backbone.
And they don't have the bench that Laguna does, and I'm curious to see how that comes into play later in the game tonight.
Three ball drained beautifully. Nothing but net. Montgomery, they needed that. They're on the board, down 4-3 now. Perimeter shooting continues. Another miss. Tough luck there. Good rebound, but knocked off balance. Called for the travel. Inside, and another short jumper knocked down.
Fell asleep on that one defensively.
Yes, they did. Johnson with a couple buckets, an outside J and a mid-range. 6-3, in case you've just joined us. Laguna Creek taking the initiative early on the road tonight. This is a non-league. Keep it alive. Evans the save, but out of bounds. One dribble and drive it and draw the foul. In and out on number one. She's one of the top players in the area.
She's one returner from last year's really dominating squad. She got a lot of playing time last year as a junior.
1 out of 2. Little disruption in that Sheldon offense so far. Settling for a lot of outside shots, as are the Cardinals. A miss from out there. Can doing a good job ball hawking there. Evans, a miss. Wow. Hard fall. No quarter given.
Laguna's starting to turn up the defense a little bit now. They're bringing that zone out.
Walking belt high dribble straight up the floor. Midway first. Down. Well,
she's not shy.
No, she's not. And that was nothing but net. 10-3, Laguna. Broken up and stolen. Takes it on the run. A push from behind and a foul. Layla Barron, who we thought might be a little too injured to return to action, a badly sprained ankle earlier in the season. No good on number 1. Timeout taken, and we'll take a look at a replay here with the 10-3 Cardinal lead midway first. A good start on the road for the Cardinals. Outside shooting, they've hit 3 from out there.
Well, they kind of have to. Right now, Sheldon's running a 1-3-1 zone. And that one weakness in that defense is that area right there. So if you want to get them out of that zone, that's the shot you're going to have to hit. And they're proving that they could hit it right now.
And that may be what Coach Wambler is talking about right now in this early timeout, down by 7. And it was Sheldon looking less comfortable out here in the opening 4 minutes, even though playing on their home floor.
Laguna's slowly been edging their defense out, more aggressive every possession. And that's affecting Sheldon's offense a little bit right now.
So back on the floor, Tan, Johnson, Howard. The original starting 5 back out there for both squads. One out of 2 for Layla Barron. Boosting the lead now to 11-3. Wild drive, but flipped in sweetly with the left hand, left side. And there she is. Patterson getting the bucket and miss at the other end from deep range. But here's a scrap by Howard and a turnover. Golly.
It's good defense.
Okay. Laguna Creek fortunate to hold on to the rock, and you can see the miss there. Talking about not shy.
She's getting bumped around a little bit.
Yes.
She is physical.
Open daylight shooting, in and out, tough luck.
That's not going to last long. Those are going to fall.
Full court extended pressure we saw. Jay on the way, air ball wide. Put back by Evans, a miss. Howard scraps and gathers. Push it ahead.
Nice pass.
Good hustle there by Aliyah Evans, but she got called for the foul. All net that time. And
2 out of 2 for McMurray. She's 3 out of 4 up there tonight. And the lead stretches to 13-5. That scrappy defense paying off.
They're putting a lot of pressure right now on Jayla because she's their main ball handler for Sheldon. They're trying to keep the ball out of her hands.
Well, she didn't say specifically, but when speaking with Coach Rizzo, she definitely was going to pay extra attention to her. A miss bobbles around and falls.
And that's why.
Yes. .150 to go, late first. Laguna has led from the outset. Sheldon trying to collect himself. Intercepted. Good anticipation. Howard back and called for the foul despite the block. She plays hard.
I'm curious if Jayla is a lefty. She's really got a strong left and tends to like to go that way. Well, there's a question. She's not a lefty. Good for her.
So she is essentially taken it upon herself to close this deficit and get back in the game. Good look at the senior guard, 2 for 2. And 5 out of 6 from the stripe. Johnson to Tan. Batiste into the ball game, wearing number 3. Nice baseline drive for the bucket. (15-10), 1:13 to go in the first. Fire away, not this time. Follow up, missed by Evans. Good offensive rebounding effort. Less than a minute remaining. Skip it to the corner. That's a foul, no call. Jumper clanks off. Nice hustle there. Baptiste, tough luck, backcourt. 38 seconds remaining here in the first. Laguna Creek up 5. Patterson to call the play. Howard's probably going to be called. A lot of contact there. What was that, just a deflection and a breakup?
Yeah, I just think it was a deflection. I was waiting for the call.
Okay. Deep range gunning in and out. A miss. Howard boards it. All the way. Howard!
She made that look easy.
She did. She's in for 4.
Strong close.
Whistle.
I think it's on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, or not.
Deep shot taken and drilled impressively. And there's a buzzer. Montgomery with the deep 3 tightens things up with a buzzer beater after 1. 17-13. Laguna Creek on top. We'll be right back for more of the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
When fog, fats, oils, and grease get put down the drain, it can harden and create massive problems in our sewers. Fog can cause sewer backups, clogs, and can be a headache to clean out. Some sources of fog include items like meat, salad dressing, milk, butter, and creamy or oily sauces. Don't let fog get down the drain by doing 3 simple things. Can it, scrape it, and trash it to keep your pipes flowing. Learn more at sacsewer.com.
Second quarter action set to unfold here from Sheldon High School, and this non-leaguer, but a couple of perennial power teams. Things tightening up fast there with a couple made buckets. 17-13, Laguna by 4. And Chan falls down, ball hawking on Patterson. Another one on the way. Not this time. Very aggressive, lots of contact, and Howard spins and drills it. 19-13.
And here comes the pressure.
A miss. Whistle along the sideline with a bit too much pressure. Aaliyah Johnson to inbound, far side. Plays catch with Tan. We're just underway here in the second quarter. On the way short. No, not bashful, Coach.
No, not at all. They're going to shoot their way through this right now. But I'll tell you, with Howard down, Howard's a real good rebounder. I think I'd be throwing him up from the outside too.
Very tough. High post lob. Evans, drive it.
Strong move.
Batiste, Tan, short. Trinity Evans into the ball game. Patterson walking dribble straight up the floor. Tapped away by Howard. It's a turnover. Tried to hit the cutter. Pretty well defended. Charlize Miles into the ball game for Sheldon. The baseline jumper wobbles out. Patterson shove it ahead. Miles. Foul's going to be on Tan. Four team fouls on the Cardinals, 6 of them on Sheldon. I would think that Laguna might want to force the issue and try to get into the bonus.
No, I think so. They're doing a nice job on Jayla right now, Patterson, because they're keeping her out. They're not letting her touch the ball.
1 out of 2 from the foul line by Perez. 19-14. Cardinals have led all the way in quest of their 13th victory. Howard down. 3 ball. Drive on Howard. Tough D. Denied again. 1 on 5, huh? Turn and fire. Wild off the glass. Tapped away from Miles, who was probably fouled on that. Nevertheless, Cardinals hold on to the rock. Evans in, Montgomery out for Sheldon. Howard will inbound, baseline right. 5:20 to go, still early second.
That's her shot right there.
Yes, it is. You recognized it. Johnson again. I think her playing time will continue to increase. Looking at the stats, 3 out of 4 from three ball range. And tonight she's got a couple others. So her and Tan are serious.
No, they are, and they're playing well. We're in a real critical time in this game right now with 5 minutes left in this quarter. You feel like Laguna is on the verge of tipping this thing into a direction that Sheldon might be unable to catch up. Their ease of shots, you could just see the difference in the shot selection. They're getting the shots they want. Laguna is on offense, and right now Laguna's defense is starting to disrupt the Huskies a little bit offensively. You said it earlier, it's a little one-on-one ball right now, single screen and roll game.
Because Patterson stands out on the point, and the other 4 watch.
Right.
So spread it around. They've got 3 other players that are averaging close to 10 points a game.
Or move Patterson through some screens to try to help her with this part of her game right here.
She's forcing that drive every time. Tough customer. Aggressive. McMurray at the stripe. Tough luck on the first one. Missed them both, but it's tapped out long and run down. Extra possession. Wild runner missed. Here she comes.
This is where she's strong, right here.
Wow.
Huh.
That didn't turn out the way they wanted. Foul against Sheldon. We're nearing midway, second. At the 4:35, Laguna is in charge and has led from the top. Batiste saves that pass. Surrounded and stolen. Patterson's going to take it strong, give it up to Evans.
Pass.
Got it.
Yep.
Transition, that was very speedy, very speedy.
Nice unselfish play.
Pow. Batiste.
That killed any momentum the Huskies thought they just had.
Yes, it did. That's her second three. 28-16. That's what you call answering their basket with one of your own.
That's
Evans.
a strong move.
Batiste to miss on the wide open fast break layup. Up the floor, Evans, yes. Howard muscles inside and kicks back. fighting for the board. Howard relentlessly. Bank shot drilled. It's clear that she is
Howard is a player.
Oh, yeah. She impressed me very much last year.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's another one that's got some playing time with that squad last year. Very confident player.
Turn and fire, missing short. Evans. Nice rebound yank there by Johnson. Here's a steal.
And a turnover.
Wow. Timeout asked for and given here at. Well, let's take a look at what these teams have done in the past. Now, the last time they hooked up, a memorable event for both of these teams, I'm sure, as
I think it was more memorable for the Cardinals.
61-34, and they gave it to him every which way. Lopsided victory there.
And what's unbelievable is two players accounted for 52 points of the 61. Ray Young and Zoe Tillery.
Yep.
They had a night.
Tillery, lots of threes. Now, over the course of time, they haven't met all that many times, but enough here to know that it's the 9th meeting, and Sheldon dominated from the beginning, sweeping the first 6 before Laguna got into the win column, and they've taken the last 2, including the 1 rout. So 9th meeting, 6 wins for Sheldon, 2 for Laguna, trying to make it 3. Batiste sends it back out to Tan. Barron on the point, coming off that ankle injury. Corner J off the side of the board.
Howard again.
Look at that. Howard again. And look at this board play. My goodness. Jordan Ramey with that follow-up. 32-18, the gap widening.
They're doing everything to try to open those lanes up for Jayla. And Jayla likes them. There's not a lane she hasn't not gone through today.
She owns them all.
Yes.
Very speedy guard, and like you say, has a nice left-right ambidextrous feature. 32-20. Batiste to the corner, a miss by Barron. Follow-up, got it. Batiste. Right place, right time. She's got a nose for the ball. Tan cuts her off. A minute to go here in the first half. Too much dribble. The runner banked home. Well, Montgomery has earned her keep in the first half. Tan left wide open, short on the run, rebound Patterson. Up the floor, skip it to Evans, short, follow, got it. Transition working out pretty good for Sheldon, better than in their half-court set. 10 seconds left. 34-24. Three seconds. The runner got it. How about that? Well done. Barron with the bucket to beat the buzzer. We're halfway there. And that made it 36-24. And this is where we would normally have a coach's interview, and I think we will as soon as Coach Rizzo can break away from her commitment there at the timetable. But looking here at first half production, boy, oh boy, Howard was dynamite for Laguna Creek scoring and rebounding. I've got her for, in the first half, 4 buckets for 8 and probably 6 rebounds. Well, let's turn our attention down to floor level, and Mike Johnson, he's standing by with head coach Bree Rizzo. Mike?
Hi, I'm with Coach Rizzo with Laguna Creek right now. Coach, solid half. Girls are shooting well.
We're seeing them fall.
Your thoughts on the first half.
We are definitely seeing them fall. The opportunities are there for us, and the girls are capitalizing on it, so I'm very happy about it.
Physicality. That's one thing. Watching the first half, I thought that your girls were definitely more physical in the first half. Is that something you preach?
Absolutely. We're an aggressive team. We're looking to push the ball, and we know how to handle the contact too. So we're not afraid. We're not going to shy away from it. So it's a fun game for us.
Awesome. Strong half for the Laguna Cardinals. Will, back to you.
Thank you very much, Mike. It was indeed a strong half. And we encourage you to stay right there with us. Don't wander off. Lots more to come on the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
Ever hear the one about the frog? Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. It's a lie. But as a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans,
real-world experience.
It's a story that rings true. We make excuses for how we feel. We push everything down. We tell ourselves the lie that it's easier to stay in that boiling water, to disconnect. And some days, maybe, it is. But you've never been interested in easy. Reaching out is hard. Do it anyway. You're not alone. You've got this. You are not a frog.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Do you want to meet a family with a transgender kid? Here we are. Max loves to do backflips. Max loves to play his ukulele. Max loves to just be a kid and just be himself. When I found out I was pregnant, all I really wanted was a happy, healthy, whole child. And that's what I got. I think it's really important for people to know that trans kids don't have a political agenda. They are just kids. Like any parent, we love our kids unconditionally, and we will never stop fighting for them. Stand with us. Protect our families.
Back here at Sheldon High School for the Hometown Sports Game of the Week. A wonderful first half played by visiting Laguna Creek, jumping out early, maintaining the lead, and with tough defense and outside shooting, they're on top 36-24 at the intermission. It's going to be a long way back for Coach Wambler's ball club. And speaking of Coach Wambler, she's standing by with Mike Johnson. Mike?
Hi, Will. I'm here with Coach Wampler with Sheldon High School. You were in with the girls pretty short at halftime. I see them out there shooting right now. They're battling. They're battling a really good team. Thoughts on the first half and any changes we might see this half?
Yeah, really just the basics. We got to rebound and hustling, hedge and recover. You know what I mean? It's really the fundamentals of the game. Rebounding's a big one. Yeah.
You're playing a 1-3-1 zone defensively. Are we going to see that come out at all? Trap, some pressure out of that in the second half?
I can't give away my secrets right now.
That's what I've been talking. I'm looking forward to seeing if it comes out a little bit on Laguna Creek. Well, Coach, good luck this half and the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Yep. Well, back to you.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, she's got the guarded secrets, and understandably, it's a coach's privilege. And it's also the privilege of the announcer to ask that question anyway. But right now, 36-24, tough D and good shooting in that first half. And it took Sheldon at least the first quarter to kind of wake up and gather themselves. Yes. When league play kicks in after the first, these two ball clubs will go to some pretty tough conference play. Laguna in the Metro, and of course Sheldon in the ever tough Delta League. And every week, every game is going to be a fight. But here's the Metro League. You can see here that McClatchy is about as tough as they come. Grant, always in the playoffs. And any of those clubs can knock you off on a given night. The overall competition in the Metro League has come way up the last 2 years. And as far as the Delta League is concerned, it never went away. It's rugged every single week, every matchup. You're looking at everybody but maybe one squad, maybe two, that can take you out, 5 out of the 7 for sure. And Sheldon's going to have their hands full all season long, but so will all of their opponents. Entertaining first half despite a meager crowd here at Sheldon High School. Christmas coming up and lots of festive activities around town, keeping the fans away. But don't worry, we got lots of basketball to come. Stay with us when we come back from this break. Lots more of the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
Our son Arjun was born with cystic fibrosis, a rare disease that shortens lives. But there's something you can do to help. Join us as we walk in great strides the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation's National Walk. Every year, thousands of people lace up to raise money and awareness for CF. The CF Foundation has made amazing progress, but we're not done yet. The biggest reason I strive? Because I want Arjun to live a full and happy life. Visit cff.org and sign up for our Great Strides Walk today. Lace up, walk, cure cystic fibrosis.
Ever hear the one about the frog? Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. It's a lie. But as a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans,
real-world experience.
It's a story that rings true. We make excuses for how we feel. We push everything down. We tell ourselves the lie that it's easier to stay in that boiling water, to disconnect. And some days, maybe, it is. But you've never been interested in easy. Reaching out is hard. Do it anyway. You're not alone. You've got this. You are not a frog.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Welcome back. With Mike Johnson, I'm Will James, and the Hometown Sports Game of the Week broadcast crew is assembled here tonight at Sheldon High for our Game of the Week. It's a non-leaguer. Two prominent ball clubs colliding head-on, and so far after one half, Mike, the visitors definitely have had the edge and the initiative.
Well, Laguna's been able to really shoot the ball from the three all night long, and they're not paying for it because they're able to get the offensive rebound. So as hard as the Huskies have been working on that three, the Huskies have to stop the extra shots. They have to get those defensive rebounds to get back into this game.
Well, let's see what kind of changes, if any, we see here opening the third quarter. Ayala Perez did not start the ball game, but she'll start the second half. Near side inbound from midcourt, shoves it into Patterson. Here we go in the third. A lot of motion. No. Patterson didn't hesitate. Another miss. Howard lines it up and kills it.
She's got a really strong mid-game. That mid-range is great for her. Not a lot of girls shoot that.
Turnover. And they got it back, but a miss. Good hustle there by Evans. Over and off. Barron up the floor. One thing that Coach Rizzo's really pleased with her ball club amidst there is good shot selection. We haven't seen many wild prayers thrown up.
No, and they share the ball really well too.
Evans. That's her 8th point. Trims the deficit to 38-26. Long miss, but there's Tan to retrieve. That's just what you spoke of, Coach. Tan again. 0 for 2 from out there, but good looks. Evans doesn't hesitate, misses short. Howard, the flat foot rebound. Baseball up the floor, Tan's all alone, and knocks it down.
As easy as it gets.
(40-26). Miles. Bad pass inside by Patterson. Bobbled out of bounds, however, by Howard. McConnell off the bench for Sheldon. And Barron's going to get a rest for Laguna Creek as we see Batiste come back in. Montgomery fires away, another miss. Howard got the hand on it and kept it alive. Here they come. Deep range, down. Just as you said, Coach Johnson.
She's been marking it. She's going to shoot through it.
Dangerous pass inside, nearly picked off. That one is. Batiste has it. Up the floor to Tan. The trailer. Out of bounds.
The tempo right now is favoring Laguna. They're comfortable in this.
Yes, they are. walking dribble. Patterson, we near midway third at the 4:40 mark. Evans right through the defense.
Strong left.
Yep. Ten points in the ball game now. For Evans, 10. Whirling hook, missed. One and done. Evans has the board. 4:10 to go, midway third. Corner jump shot killed by Patterson for a 3.
It's a nice shot. Quick release.
43-31.
Right when you think Sheldon's out of it, they pop right back into it. They need to limit these extra shots on offense.
Inside, McMurray fouled on the reverse layup. Short on number 1. Violation in the lane. High post. Who wants it? Deep 3 bangs off the glass. Howard's got the rebound and pushes it right through the defense. Fouled on the drive. So Howard did the stripe. First one wobbles home. She's having a heck of a game.
She is. She's going to find herself with a double-double here real soon.
Real soon.
If she's not there yet. Quiet, too. Quiet.
I think she's there.
She might be there.
Pair of free throws. 11 points and probably that many rebounds. 45-31. Less than 3 minutes remaining here in the third. This isn't working.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out.
Wild drive knocked in by Patterson to salvage the possession. A lot of work for that too. Ooh-wee. Poor
good
pass.
defense.
Yep. Kicked around. Who wants it?
Good hustle.
Alternating possession goes to Laguna.
Sheldon could have used that possession.
They need to start looking at it that way. How many possessions it'll take
right
to get back
We're going to start running out of them here soon. That's Howard again.
Up the floor.
That was a nice pass.
Bad transition defense. Canary Andrews into the ball game for Laguna. And Miles has a free throw. Time out in between the free throws. Well, Coach Johnson, the defense is going to have to start the comeback.
It is. I mean, we're right where we were at halftime. I mean, believe it or not, Sheldon's still in striking distance right now. They're a couple threes away from making this real interesting. But they're, like you said, with the possessions, they're going to need to start taking care of these people. We're running out of them slowly.
We're almost into the fourth quarter now, so
I'm still waiting to see how. Obviously, Patterson is the best shooter with Sheldon, and I'm just trying to see how they work her around to get her open. Because like you said, in the first half, she still is floating a little bit, waiting for the ball instead of coming off a screen. Something's setting her up because she's strong on the inside. She's a strong shooter.
Thus far, Patterson's in for 12 points. And she has a couple of threes, a couple of free throws, and this and that. Number 2 missed by Miles. 1 out of 2, make it 45-34. Down the slot, Howard draws a foul again. Miles was there. I think she'll get called for the foul.
Well, there's something called stopping the ball. And at some point, when Howard starts, when she's got the momentum going, it's hard to stop her. They have to pick her up earlier.
Well, she's having a field day out there. There was 3 defenders there, Coach. 3 defenders.
Yeah, that's a force.
A miss by Miles. Howard is in on every play.
And that's a well-designed play. I mean, you've got exactly the shot that you wanted. They just have to close it.
Barron up the floor. 1:45 to go, late third. Batiste. Poor pass picked off. Fire away. A miss by Montgomery. Up the floor. Who's got the cherry picker? A miss. Follow up by Batiste. A miss. They are active. Nice break up. Transition defense. Well, looks like that errant play knocked over some of our gear. Hope we can survive that. So Patterson's along the right baseline, lobs it into Miles. Oh boy.
Great follow
Howard.
by Howard.
.48 seconds left here in the third. 49-34. Montgomery and Patterson play catch, feed low. Break up and another steal. Well, Sheldon got a break there. So the travel gives the ball back to Sheldon. There's a little disarray here on who's on the floor. Far side inbound will come from Montgomery. Lob under the bucket. Patterson, yes. Easy money for her. 49-36, 20 seconds to go.
Sheldon really needs a stop right here. Get out of this quarter.
10 seconds. Jump shot missed. Patterson cannot get to it. Good scrap, though. And there is a buzzer ending the third quarter. We played 3 here at Sheldon in this non-leaguer, and 49-36. Laguna still on top. We'll be right back.
Scene 103, take 1.
I thought we'd be on the same page about this, and we're not.
How do I know the way I'm going to respond to it? I want you to get the vaccine because I want you to be safe.
What if you end up in the hospital? That's what I'm scared of.
If you was to die, man, that would literally kill me, man.
I hug you.
Yeah. If it made you feel that way, bro, I would probably do. I love you, man. I love you, too.
We've arrived at the Twilight Zone. Fourth quarter action upcoming here at Sheldon, and the hosts have plenty of ground to make up. They're down 13 here, and Laguna's going to have the rock first. You got to start sometime. They need to stop. McMurray with a height advantage there on that matchup. Batiste back to McMurray.
This is Laguna's tallest squad they've had. That was easy.
Up the floor, blocked by Howard. She's played a stellar game this evening. Well, Jasmine Howard, this is exactly how she impressed me last year in a loss to Folsom. In fact, she was our player of the game.
Really?
In that, yes,
and
she was.
I mean, that's saying something because there were a lot of talent on the floor that night.
Yes, there was. Tan down.
That's a dagger. That is a dagger.
It's a dagger.
And a turnover.
Boy, oh boy.
So what is there that Jasmine hasn't done tonight? I'm trying to think about it.
The only thing I can think of is she hasn't had a dunk.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not going to bet against her.
She's had a block or two.
Correct.
Assisted.
Yes.
Rebounded and scored.
And I think she hit a 3.
Well, Coach Rizzo's got to be feeling pretty good with this lead early in the fourth against a tough rival. It stands now at 54-36. Patterson. Count the bucket. She has excellent touch on those layups.
She's really good around the hoop, right and left.
A miss all over Tan with a double team. She gets it back anyway.
I like the pressure.
McMurray, mismatch in size there.
That's deep out.
Fire away, and another 3-ball for Sheldon. That's the second of the game for DeWong.
They needed that. Let's travel.
McMurray fouled. Things becoming a little frantic here with the Sheldon defense. They know they need extra possessions. Howard to inbound.
They definitely picked up the tenacity here.
McMurray fouled by Miles. McMurray. Second of two on the way. Got them both. Oh, man. Tan has been sandwiched 3 or 4 times lately. And
she's tough.
She is tough.
They let her go full court on Jayla right there.
So Batiste sits down. Trouble on the inbound, into Howard.
Nice pass.
Yes, it was. Evans tried to rip it away and lost it out of bounds. Turnover. Howard, nice handoff.
Nice pass.
Miles will be called for this foul.
Howard has great court awareness. I mean, everywhere she is. We got Aaliyah Evans coming back in the game. Well, she's been out for a while. And I'm surprised because she's a good number 2 to Patterson. She's been out for a while. I'm not sure if she's in foul trouble or not, but they have to have her on the floor the rest of the game.
I agree with that. Andrews, 1 out of 2. Correction, it was Ramey, 1 out of 2. 57-41. Evans a miss, follows it up nicely, gets it back. Power move, Tenacious.
Yeah, that's good hustle.
Okay, call it a turnover.
Setting up the 3.
Dangerous pass, deflected away. Tan, boy, what a ball hawker. Well, she can get that first step on just about anybody. So Patterson to the line. We just about reached the middle of the 4th here. 4:47 to go in the game. No good on number 1.
Got to close on the stripe during this time.
One out of 2. Uncontested up the floor. Speed to the bucket.
That's good no call. Nice play.
Inside bucket.
Caught sleeping again in the 2-3.
They turn it over again. And return the favor. Don't see that very often. It stops time, doesn't it? Always.
It does. and now the pressure.
Yes. All
Atta
right,
girl.
all right.
That's how a pro does it.
Yeah. Okay, uncontested inbound play there. So at the 4-minute mark, time running out on Sheldon. Drive it strong, a layup down. She has played a heck of a game tonight. Johnson's in for, boy, that's a hard foul.
So I think the question is Sheldon going to come out with any pressure? Down almost 20. You know, at some point you'd like to see if we're going to see some pressure on defense. Obviously, you're going to have to create some steals somewhere to get back in this game. You can't sit back and trade off possessions. You're just going to run out of time.
And they've done that.
Yeah.
Okay, we've had a number of exciting plays in tonight's ball game. Let's see if we can shag one for you and let you see for yourselves. But some terrific individual performances, particularly by Patterson right there. And Howard, a whale of a game.
Right, and Howard's game's just so well-rounded, too. Like we were talking about earlier, there hasn't been any aspect of the game she hasn't excelled at today. And again, a lot of that, like you said, she's played with some really good basketball players for the last 3 years. And, this is her time. She's a senior. Her time to show it off.
Inbound for Sheldon. Evans looking. Jump shot drilled by Patterson. A 3. Right on time. 61-45. Turnover. Patterson. Amazing. .325 to go. Here's the Sheldon inbound. Jay on the way. Flat and short. Follow up. Patterson.
Great hustle.
How did she get to that ball? Is that the will to win or what?
Yep.
61-47. Tan.
And now they're bringing a little bit of pressure here defensively.
Taking some chances and gambling.
They have to.
Tan with the floater.
Little runner. That's our first shot inside the arc tonight.
Evans a miss. So Barron, despite the not quite healed ankle injury, aggressive on the drive. Well, she's everything that Coach Rizzo said she was. She's devoted her game to distributing the ball and running it. And I don't know if she's taken more than 2 shots in tonight's game.
And nothing's forced. Nothing feels forced. It's all within the play of the game.
Montgomery to the post. Looking for Patterson. She's exhausted. Evans travels. "13 turnovers for Sheldon."
Yeah, that hasn't helped this.
To the corner, McMurray.
Nice passing.
Nice entry. And what fell on me? So Imoni Durham into the ball game. Find yourself at the foul line with a chance to get into the scoring column. No good on number one. Ooh. Right down the slot. Evans misses. Follow up. A miss by Evans. There it is. That's 4 shots.
Oh,
Finally
got it to go. They're just not cashing in on those easy ones tonight.
Minute and a half to go. 64-49. Okay, timeout on the floor. We're going to keep it right here for a second. Speculate a little bit. We've had some good performances in tonight's game and a couple superior performances. But what is each respective coach going to take away from this game?
Sheldon needs to find a number 2, which they don't have right now.
Okay, let's spin the replay dial and see some of the excellence we've watched this evening out here at Sheldon. That's Coach Rizzo there. First year at the helm. So far, I'd say she's doing.
Well, she is, and she's coaching. She's up 15, but she's still coaching them up. Minute left. The game's probably in the books right now, and she's still coaching.
Johnson will inbound for Laguna Creek. And to Barron.
See, Sheldon has it in him to pressure. Like, they've disrupted Laguna in the last 2 minutes with their defensive pressure.
Montgomery, a miss.
From deep. And we have the press.
Into McMurray.
So I think we were right. I think Evans is done. I think that's her 5th.
It looks like it.
So now we know why she was on the bench for a while there.
Barron is a feisty competitor. Oh. Two for two. Montgomery fires and hits. .30 seconds left. 66-51.
Nice pass.
Easy inside bucket. And that is the ball game, and it turns out to be a 68-51 victory for Brianna Rizzo and her Laguna Creek Cardinals.
Well, that's the last tune-up, Will. We're heading to the real season now.
That's right.
Everything counts from this point on.
Yeah, and I think we're going to have a couple of players of the game we're going to select here, and you might want to start rounding them up because I know Rick's going to tell me when the graphic is ready, and I'm quite sure that we picked the correct players. Quite a game tonight for rookie head coach Brianna Rizzo and the Cardinals. Well, as you see there, two of the top standouts in tonight's game. Jasmine Howard of Laguna Creek did it all. And for that matter, so did Jayla Patterson. The continuity wasn't there for Sheldon. And despite that, Patterson worked for 7, 10, 14, 16, 19, 20, 22 on my official card. While on the other side, Jasmine Howard, a returning veteran, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 22. Both players with 22. And Howard had double-figure rebounds. It was definitely a double-double. And Patterson played some scrappy defense to go with her 22 points. All around terrific individual performances, but it was Laguna Creek tonight that had the team chemistry enough to prevail by a score of 68-51. And, well, let's turn our attention to Mike Johnson. He is standing by with one of our top players tonight. Mike?
I'm here with Jayla Patterson, who's our player of the game for Sheldon High School. Jayla, preseason's done. You know, and the nice thing with preseason, in theory, these games don't count. This is to prep you for the Delta League that's coming up. So let's just look ahead real quick with you. What are your thoughts about you and your team in the Delta League this year?
This year, I think we're going to do pretty good. We have a pretty good squad this year, and I think we can really dominate.
You're the senior now. Like I've been able to watch you play the past couple of years, and you're almost like the younger player coming through the ranks. So this is kind of your big year. Any thoughts about playing with this team this last year?
I think we have it pretty good. I'm just gonna play every game like it's my last. This will be my last year in high school, so I think we got it.
Well, you're quite the shooter. I mean, we've been very impressed with you. So congratulations. Good luck in league. All right. Thank you. And now we have the next player of the game from the winning team, Laguna Creek, Jasmine Howard. Now, my first question, because I've talked about it all game, is there anything in this game you don't do?
I don't support my teammates well enough. I feel like I need to be a better team player and make sure that my teammates get the support that they need.
So that sounds like that came straight from Coach Rizzo, like like verbatim. So let's go through some of these positives. Rebounding was incredible tonight by you. Three-point shooting, inside shooting, layups, coast to coast. Again, it was a great night for you. And this is your big senior year.
Yeah, my former teammates set a great example on how to run a team and how to really be a leader. So following in their footsteps, I feel like it's my time to step up and really lead Laguna to where we're supposed to be this year.
Love it. And coming behind are Ray Young and Zoe Tillery. I mean, talk about role models for you. And it looks like you might be the role model this year for your new young girls.
I hope so, yes.
Well, congratulations. Good luck this year in the Metro League. We'll be out following you. Yep. Jasmine Howard is our player of the game. She dominated tonight. Just a pleasure to watch. So back to you, Will.
Okay, thanks, Mike. We'll take a little break here and see if we can get a word with Coach Rizzo before we close out. So stick with us. More to come on Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
Even though we didn't grow up together, he's my favorite brother. Hey, sis. I'm the baby of the family, and he's the gentle giant.
What you know about Port Georgia?
Man, please, that's a classic.
You know when they say people are a rare breed? Yeah, he's that.
Sorry, I'll be back in a few hours.
Don't worry, Shug, you know I'm for you.
I know.
Go get the football.
That was my favorite memory. He was always for you. This is a true story of me, Bridget Floyd, and this guy, George Perry Floyd Jr., my big brother.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
The verdict is in and the decision is final this evening here at Sheldon High School, where tonight in South Sacramento, a collision course was set by two of the area's prominent teams, and it was the visitors that prevailed with an overall clutch game and fine all-around performances in offense and in defense. And Mike Johnson, I was particularly impressed with the team concept that Coach Rizzo told us we would see this evening.
It's tradition. They have tradition now. You know, it's so hard to build a winning tradition at these programs, and Laguna has that tradition. It's just what Jasmine said when I was talking to her. It's about the girls from the past, and she's learned off them, and now she is that star senior player. They're just more controlled at this point in the season. You can see Sheldon still trying to figure things out a little bit. They obviously have a star in Jayla Patterson. They need to find another girl. Like, there has to be a two. It's defensively it's easy to stop one. It's way more difficult to stop two, and they're waiting to see who that player might be.
And to a large extent, these days, it's even more necessary to have a big three. You know, one can be stopped, two can be handled. And they just need to spread it around. They've got some good players that are not getting touches.
Yeah, they do. And you know, again, we always say it, boards. Rebounding is huge, and it just keeps teams with single possessions. And they lost. Obviously, they lost the boards tonight.
Well, Howard had an exemplary performance. I think she demoralized their entire rebounding effort, just individually. She was the toughest player out there.
And she's savvy. You could just tell she's played a lot of basketball, and because of the team she plays on, she played against a lot of very good teams last year. So she's calm, very collected on the floor, and it showed tonight.
It surely did. Well, a good springboard victory for Laguna to vault into league play. I think they might have one more. I think they snuck in one more game or so, but they look like they're ready for league. And that Metro, boy, you can't take any chances or play anybody short. But the defining difference tonight was the team element. So Coach Rizzo should be quite proud of what she's done as a first-year coach. And when I spoke with her during the week, she said it was a situation where they were meeting her for the first time. She was meeting them as virtual strangers. So there seems to be a tight connection there at this point in time.
Well, and she's got Cardinal blood in her. I mean, I love programs that hire within, so that a lot of these girls played for at the JV level, so there's a comfort to her coaching style. So it obviously it wasn't a big shock to them when she came in.
Not a shock at all, and I think the team is really going to give everybody in the Metro a real fight. We've got something else big coming up, though, and our next time on the air, we're going to take it almost right up to New Year's Eve, but on the 30th, December 30th, the famous Cordova Christmas Classic, 47th edition, longest-running tourney on the West Coast that I know of. And, boy, do they have a field of teams. And ever since Cordova got that second auxiliaries YIM, it really has just worked out splendidly for the way Fletcher Johnson has that tournament structured.
Great time of the year, too, the Christmas tournaments. Packed houses, vacation time for most of the kids. It's a fun way to end preseason before you get into the big league matchups.
It certainly is. So put that one on your calendar. That's Friday, December 30, the finals evening of the Cordova Christmas Classic, and we'll be featuring a doubleheader that night. The third place game followed immediately by the championship contest. But tonight, it was all about the visitors. Laguna Creek, 68-51, a resounding, decisive victory over host Sheldon. And I'm sure the Huskies will be putting it back together and learning a lot from this game tonight. But tonight, it belongs to Rizzo and the Cardinals. That being said, it was a pleasure working with our crew once again. Kevin Benyon directing most of the way. I believe Rick Stewart got a little bit of that action too. And I want to thank all the fellas in the truck, and certainly everyone who contributed into tonight's coverage, which I know you enjoyed. So we'll see you again on December 30th, just shy of New Year's, at the Cordova Christmas Classic. Until then, have a wonderful Christmas. I'm Will James. Thank you so much for joining us. So long, everyone.
Been a Hometown Sports Game of the Week broadcast from Access Sacramento, your local nonprofit community media center serving Sacramento County. Major
underwriting support this season for Hometown Sports Game of the Week is provided by the Sacramento Metropolitan Television Commission.